welcome to my channel. This is Dr. T, your spiritual plug. Um, okay, so this is kind of funny, but really honestly, I'm not meaning for this to be funny in no way, shape, or form. But right after my colonic today, okay, I had this real strong urge to just go to this metaphysical shop that's near my house. Because the one that I work at is like 45 minutes away. So, when you get those hunches to do something and you don't know why you're being told to do a certain or particular thing, but you just do it anyway? Hello, Lotus Goddess 77. Namaste, beautiful. Hey, girl, hey. But you don't know why you're being told to do what you're being told to do, but you follow. Thank you so much for showing love. But you just do it all the time. Exactly. And when you do it, you always like get gifted from God, like these big grandiose like epiphanies, or you'll receive something tangible, whatever the case may be. But you always profit off of your intuition. I got something in my hair. I hate that shit. Sorry, y'all. I don't like to see nothing on me when I'm doing alive. All right? Or just being on camera, period. Anyway, so I followed my intuition and I went to this metaphysical shop. And the very first thing that I was drawn to is this stone. All right? And I'm going to be giving you more information about this stone and actually how powerful this stone is and why everybody should own one and have one. And so, of course, I picked up more than one. But to make a long story short, everybody knows that this coming Saturday, we have the new moon in Taurus. And we have the eclipse, the solar eclipse. What does this mean? The solar eclipse is going to be coming in with energy from the planets. We got Uranus, we got Venus, and I'll be talking to you guys about that more. So, I want to let you know that Mother Earth, Big Mama, is about to birth this beautiful love-based energy. And I started to see like a common thread that's been going on like for the last, that I've noticed, 9 to 10 months. There has been so many people that have claimed that they were twin flames that have gotten off the journey. And do you know why? Because in my intuition, and I'm not passing judgment on anyone, they weren't really twin flames. You either have been called or you haven't been called. And it's not going to make sense to you if you haven't been called. And I noticed that a lot of these people, so-called in the conscious community, that are no longer on the journey, they pretty much are still under the patriarchal way of thinking, and not the matriarchal way of thinking, that fear-based thinking, of thinking that man has all the answers and God doesn't know what God was doing when he created this in the beginning. For those of you that are here, please do me a favor, because of YouTube's algorithms. Can you please smash that like button? All right? That way this video can be exposed to just more than just you. I'm telling you, I am about to drop some jewels in this video. Okay? I have researched. I know what I'm talking about. It's trustworthy. It's something that's going to propel you to the next leg of your journey, no matter if you're on a soulmate or a spiritual journey or a twin flame journey. Everybody's going to benefit from this today. All right? Thank you so much, Lotus. I appreciate you, love. So, with that being said, let's get down to business here. So, In the Bible, it speaks about the firmament that is above the earth and below the earth. It's like a water canopy. It is a water canopy. Well, this Saturday is going to be the beginning of that water breaking. Mother Earth is about to give birth to the chosen ones. And we are all, the chosen ones, are about to benefit from this great push. That is what's happening. This is the reason why that slap with Chris Rock and all this stuff happened right before that, so it can distract you. What you really need to be focusing on is grounding and connecting to the earth. It's very paramount to your ascension. It's very paramount to your DNA. Your DNA is being changed right now. Whether you do it through your food, whether you do it through meditation, or whether you do it by connecting and grounding to the earth, whether you do it through crystals, okay? It's being changed. It should be changed. We cannot remain the same. All right? One thing that is in life that is constant is change. And we are being forced to change, or we will vibrate out of this very experience. And this is what you are seeing that is happening under the guise of what's going on in the world with the big C. So, you guys have been focused on my ascension. If you notice, I really haven't been putting too many readings out there about what's going on in the collective, because I feel like what we really need to focus on is our personal autonomy and ascending. And that's what I've been focusing on. And so that's why I was motivated to jump on here today, so I can talk to you about the birth passageways that are coming here to the earth that we all need to take advantage of. All right. So let's talk a little bit about this stone. All right. This stone that you see right now is called the flower agate. And as you can see, the inclusions that are on here looks like a flower. Okay. All right. These stones are, I don't want to say that they're rare, but they're really hard to get a hold of. All right. So, had I not listened to my intuition today, I would not be having this stone right now. And I go into this shop pretty regular. I have never seen this stone in there. So, obviously, this is new. And they've just gotten these stones. Why is it so important? Because this is a stone that helps you to ascend. It helps you to bridge heaven and earth. It also bridges your root and your heart chakra, okay, which is very important. That's a God sign. Look at that. Which is very important when you're wanting to do spiritual work and you want to still remain grounded, all right? So, the solar eclipse is about ascending to the fifth dimension. But before you can get to the fifth dimension, you have to transcend to the fourth dimension. All right? That's kind of like, if I was to give it an example, I'm sorry, y'all, I don't like shit on me. I don't know how all this stuff just start popping on me. I wasn't paying attention. But black attracts lens so easily anyway. Back to what I was saying. You have to work in 4D before you can get to 5D. And the ultimate goal is to get us to 5D. Gaia is moving already into 5D. But just like any loving mother, you're not going to move without your children. You're going to take them with you. And this is what Mother Earth is now preparing herself for, and during the upcoming months of her preparing for this big push or this big birth. So for those of you that are interested in this stone, I do want to let you know that I do sell these. I sell these stones for $40. Okay. Now, here's where I want to talk to you. I'm not trying to be religious at all, nor am I religious, but I cannot ignore the fact that the Bible is a very good practical book when it comes to using it for ascension. All right? In the last days, I shall pour out my spirit to all flesh. What is happening right now, you guys, is that Kundalini is being activated in the chosen ones. Kundalini is Shekinah, the Holy Spirit. That is what the Holy Spirit is. It's Kundalini. Most people do not understand its power. If you really want to get a really good breakdown of the Kundalini, there is a book called Kundalini, the Mother Power. I just read this book, okay? I downloaded it to my Kindle. It's only 70 pages long. It's a quick read. It only took an hour and 12 minutes to read it. All right? So, read that book, because you are going to find out how to use this Kundalini power to ascend with many other chosen ones into these other dimensions. There's a song by Tupac, Keep Your Head Up. That's the name of the song. And he says, and since we all came from a woman and got our name from a woman and our game from a woman, most countries other than the United States, the women are the ones that carry on the legacy. So when a child is born, it automatically has the mother's name. Now, even in America, when a woman goes to the hospital and gives birth to a baby, whatever the mother name is at the time that that child is born, that name is given to the child. Why? Because that's the natural order of things. Now, of course, the father comes and give, the child paternity, and they sign the paternity papers in the hospitals, etc. But do you see that this is the way that it's done? Even here in the United States. Hello, Dana. Even here in the United States, the babies are born in the mother's name until it's changed by the father through a paternity paperwork. Okay? So we are moving into the matriarchal energy. And people who thought that they knew what they were doing, when it came to the twin flame journey, you've seen so many readers have come offline because they were false prophets. There's no other way for me to say it. And some of them are still online, but they're doing other things. Why? Because they can no longer fake the funk. That's why. God has truly taken out a name for his people, a select people, his or hers, because God is both androgynous, male and female, and using the energy of Big Mama to shake some things up. And oh baby, let me tell you, things will be shaken up. If you look at, most societies that incorporate matriarchal rulership, they're more loving, they're more caring, they're more understanding, they're more benevolent in what they give to their people. They're just love-based and heart-sentient beings. Perfect example I can take for you right now is King Solomon. There was a woman who stole another woman's baby. And so in order to settle the differences between these two women, King Solomon said, okay, fine. Both of you can have the baby. Split the baby in half. And so the first woman that really belonged to that child was like, no. You see that wisdom? In that wisdom, they was able to detect that she was the real mother. Because, of course, a real mother wouldn't want any harm to come to her child, you see. So King Solomon, being tapped into his feminine energy, instead of using logic, he used compassion. And through that, he was able to discern who the mother of the child was without just saying, well, let's just go ahead and take it to the Pharaoh's household so it could be raised and neither one of you can have the child. And that'll solve that. He could have done that. And in a patriarchal society, most likely it would have linked towards that. It wouldn't have been fairness at all. But because he was in his heart space, he did the right thing. And this is what Mother Earth's energy is coming to the earth to do. It's to replace the fear with love. To remove that fear-based energy. All the wars. Men want to go to wars. Men want to play with guns. Okay, you made me mad. Now it's time for me to shoot you up. But that has not gotten us where we need to be as a people. And in our evolution of our souls, we are moving into something that's quite opposite. And that love-based energy. And this is why so many people cannot understand twin flames, because we truly exercise and demonstrate unconditional love, not only for ourselves, but also for our twins. And they don't understand how we can be so forgiving. You know how forgiving a mother is? You know how many things we've done to our mother, but at the end of the day, I know mothers who will put their house, up to bail their child out of jail. There is a mother that helped, I just read it the other day, the FUBU guy. Remember For Us, By Us, remember FUBU gear back into the 1990s? His mother took out a loan, a $100,000 loan against her house to help aid him into his business, and now he's a multimillionaire. That's what I'm saying. That is the power of how deep that matriarchal love is. You see, men, the first woman that they love is their mothers. Their mothers are the first female figure that they know. So the relationships that they have with their women are deeply connected and associated with the friendship and relationship that they have with their mother. I'm just going to say hello to everyone that is here, because I don't want to get distracted on what I am saying, because and I also even took notes, because I just really want to make sure that everything that I got in a download that I talk about and I touch on, because there are plenty of times that I just go impromptu and I forget certain things. I'm like, man, I wish I would have said that on the live. So I don't want to do that, but I will come back to your comments and I will engage with you once I'm done. Thank you all for holding space and being here. I greatly appreciate you. Going back to the matriarchal energy and how powerful it is, I wanted to discuss. Thank you for the love. I appreciate it. I remember having an argument with one of my ex-husbands, and he told me one day, he was like, I don't want your love. I don't need your love. I want your respect. Again, most of these leaders in these patriarchal societies, that's what they say. Forget love. I want war. If I don't get what I want, I'm going to kill you. Or, I want respect. I demand respect. That's fear. And the opposite of love is not hate, you guys. The opposite of love is fear. Yes, welcome, welcome. Yes, matriarchal love is very strong. And this is the reason why it has to go back to the way that it used to be. The true power that there is, you guys, is love. Love is truly the power that makes the world go round. It is the highest vibrational frequency of all frequencies. It's the highest frequency here on the earth. That's love. So you guys get ready, get prepared, because Big Mama is coming back. Stay in this energy, stay in this frequency. Okay? We're going to be seeing new technologies that are going to be coming up. We already got the metaverse, okay? Please make sure that you're being grounded to the earth and staying connected. That is my message, all right? And I will advise for those of you that like to look at the stars and you like to look at different things in the sky, do not look at the solar eclipse. That's devil energy. It's bad energy. It can really fluff you up. It can mess you up. Don't do it. That's another reason why I had to get on here, because I got that in a download from Archangel Michael. This energy is devil energy. Don't look at the solar eclipse, because we're going to benefit from the power from the solar eclipse, whether we look at it or not. Because, like I said, the water of the firmament is about to break. Big Mama is about to give birth and push us into 4D, so we can transcend from there to 5D. I'm telling you, you guys, the rest of the year from this Saturday on forward is really about to be like a live blockbuster movie. Another God sign. It's going to be God's greatest revenge. I swear. And when I say that, I don't mean that in like a churchy way or, good versus evil way. No, I'm meaning that for those that really truly don't know who God is in every sense of the word, God is that feminine energy power. If you go back into ancient writings, you would see deities, and they were not called gods. They were called deities, like the Hindus refer them as, and the Africans refer them as. Gods came from the colonial people, the Europeans, okay? But we really are going to truly see, in every sense of the word, what it really means when God said, "Be still and know that I am God." Seriously, these energies, they're here to support us. They're here to help us. They're here to change our DNA so we can move into our light bodies and not come back and have to repeat this ever again. And as much as we all want to go, sadly, there are going to be those that are going to be left behind and that will not make the cut. Many of them are not making the cut now, and they're dying, and they're calling it another diagnosis than what it really is. Okay? Because they're not grounded and they're not being connected to the mother. Okay, we are here on this earth for a reason. We get our healing from the nations and the herbs that are on this earth. Use them. They have great power and they have divine intelligence. They know exactly what to do to fight off infections, disease, illnesses, etc. And the more that you rise in your autonomy, you'll start to crave and eat different foods, just like today. Everything that I mostly ate was superfoods, besides one thing. One thing I would just say that was just really not a nutritionally dense food. It was just one thing, but it's okay. I'm out, and so I needed to grab something, and I grabbed a soup, though. It was a soup, and it didn't have any meat in it, but still. But the point that I am making, you'll start craving things and eating things that are more sustainable to your body and that makes you feel good. And then you'll find that when you eat things that you're not supposed to eat, oh, baby, you will feel like you are about to leave this earth. Trust me. Because you either eat to live or you live to eat. I'd rather eat to live. Okay. Thank you so much for posting my Cash App. I am open for donations from anyone who wants to give me donations. Thank you. Yes. You know what? I'm so, so glad that you are doing the liquid chlorophyll. I do the liquid chlorophyll every day. There's not a day that I do not go without drinking the liquid chlorophyll. I even posted a video earlier today before I started drinking it. I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and just get this out here. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the comments here and see if anyone has any questions, and if you do have any questions, you can feel free to post them, and I'm going to address you guys now because I got everything that I would like to say out the way. I covered pretty much a lot. Besides, I want to give you guys more information about this stone. It's connected to the Taurus, Scorpio, and Gemini energy. And it says this stone deeply resonates with the heart and the root chakras and is imbued to the divine feminine energy that nurtures our souls, fostering our progress and pushing us toward our fullest potential on our journey. Meditate with this beautiful stone, feeling into its energy gently as you come into the awareness of how truly valuable you are. The bends are distinctive and inspire empathy and gentleness. I love this stone. You guys, this camera is really not giving this stone the justice that it deserves, but this stone is really like 10 times beautiful than what the camera is showing. And oh, I did tell you the price on this stone because I am selling these. These are $40 plus shipping and handling, which the shipping and handling on these will be $9.95 for those of you that are interested. And I definitely have already worked with the stone before I even got online. This is the inspiration for this video, for one, and for two, that's how I was able to receive these downloads that I got, which are amazing downloads. They were so good, I wanted to write them down because I didn't want to miss a beat. Hi, Dana. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad. I'm glad that you came on. It's been a long time, Lotus. Okay. So I'm just going through, you guys. Yes, we are powerful. We are very powerful. Journey on the Most High. Journey on Most High. Very powerful. We are. Thank you, Joanne. And thank you, all of my moderators, for showing up today. All of you. I love you guys so much. You make it so easy for me. Yes, exactly, Dana. The energy that is coming is like bringing down the false matrix in the patriarchal system. It's a done deal. It's a wrap. Thank you so much, Journey on Most High, for putting my Cash App, which is Dr. Tyann, all lowercase. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Dana, I wish I could hand bump you on what you just said. Handled like a champ. Exactly. Okay. Good. Look at that. All right now. I'm proud of you, Divine Film. Yeah, our diets are definitely changing. We have to. The shift is happening. Yes, major life hacks are going on. Yep. That's so true, Journey. I'm telling you. Oh, thank you so much, Joanne. I really love doing what I do. Look, I work out of a metaphysical shop, and when I don't have clients and I'm not busy on certain days, I read. That's how I get through my days, and I observe so much information. I soak it up like a sponge. And I have been like introduced and privileged to information that I wouldn't have been privileged to. Mm-hmm. Yes, the shift is definitely here, and it's staring us right in the face. It is. Thank you so much. And I appreciate any and everyone that gives the love donations. Oh my God. So, yeah, you guys, we are at the brinks of some great things happening, some, you know, astrological phenomenons. We're going to be able to see these things, okay? Things that we haven't seen before. We've only heard about them. You know, most of the things that we see in movies, they're going on the 4D anyway, like Superman, the X-Men, all of that. These things, how could a man produce something that he didn't see with his own eyes? Okay, look at The Simpsons. You guys know about The Simpsons. Everything that has happened down to date since The Simpsons has come to pass. All besides Trump dying. That hasn't came to pass yet, but oh, yes. Happy birthday, Daddy Buck. Happy celestial birthday. That's very true. And it's, you know what, Dana, I like when people take responsibilities and they don't blame things on other things. Like that is the thing. And what Dana said is that it's very important for all of us to keep our vibrations high. Not only do we want to keep our vibrations high, but we want to keep our terrain and our bodies at its most optimum power. And keeping the body heated up, like with ginger, there's a whole lot, oh, I hate ginger, I hate garlic, and they're the first ones getting sick because you hate the things that make you healthy. And it may not even be the fact that you hate something, you may not be used to it because it was never introduced to your diet. You know, my mother never cooked with ginger. She cooked with a whole hell of a lot of garlic though, because we were never sick as kids, because my mom put garlic in everything, and I'm talking about real garlic and everything. But that's what saved us, because most of the stuff that she cooked was processed. You know, we had canned everything, boxed macaroni and cheese. We had a pantry full of all kind of food that was processed. And that's the reason why when I got on my own and I got out here in the world, I got sick. And I was real sick, majorly sick. You know? Well, I'm so glad that you're also doing better now, Dana, so that helps. All right. So, and Dana, I gotta talk to you right after this live too. So, you guys, I am going to leave it at that. Thank you guys for jumping on. Thank you for the contributions. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. I'm gonna come back on tomorrow for sure, and I am gonna do readings then. All right. Thank you all, my moderators, for coming on and supporting me. I love you. Namaste.